spokespersons, activists, or leaders who are claiming, quote, here we are, unquote. They ask recognition from the state, they configure themselves as experts, they produce knowledge. They also articulate another discourse, that is, quote, we want to say no, unquote. No to the projects that are imposed on them, and therefore the capacity to resist patterns of domination we have to analyze. They can also say no to the anthropologists or scientists who produce knowledge that disempower them or does not involve them. It's a complex issue related to ethics, and I think we cannot stand on the line of being always at a distance. Indigenous peoples, when they access international organization or national bureaucracy, also say, quote, we can do better than what we experienced until now, unquote. That was clearly the contribution to the making of the UN Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples. But such stance is not limited to the experience within the state and the coloniality of power. In this scheme, they confront the subjectivity and political consciousness, which formation we analyze, to that of the others. Those who say, we don't care, or we care for you through particular conditions. Okay, we study these conditions, we study this situation created by state indigenous policies, the development of humanitarian politics or new political movements. But that other can be us as well. So indigenous peoples, new subjectivities, question science, its political effect, the principle of axiological neutrality, the way anthropology constructs knowledge, and the way that knowledge is used. I also wrote on the second notion of international organizations. Organizations which are situated among the circuits of world power, unless the indigenous peoples. The studies are characterized by a variety of approaches, ranging from criticism of their being party to new forms of colonization or colonialism. Yeah, to studies from within this institution on the way they forge their positions and impose their modus operandi based on rules adapted outside the standards of parliamentary debate. These organizations construct knowledge corpuses whose exportation on local fields creates an ineffable impression of déjà vu, though often offset. The international construction of political knowledge configures a hegemony that is guaranteed by the way this knowledge is gathered and consolidated through experts and consultants from a few word centers